Viewers, the cash that was allegedly found at the residence of Justice Varma had put the spotlight on the judiciary and captured the attention of the entire country. The controversy had every element of shock, mystery as well as denial. While questions remain on the staggering unaccounted cash and who it really belongs to, the judge in this case, Justice Varma, we are getting to know, is likely to face some action. Sources say the government is likely to bring an impeachment motion against Justice Varma in the upcoming Monsoon Session of Parliament. Since such a motion will require the opposition to be on board, the government has already reached out to the opposition and is hopeful of getting support from the opposition leaders as well. This is the big news that we are getting for you right now. Let me straight away go across to my colleagues who are tracking the story very, very closely. We have Harish, Priyank as well as Rishabh live with us right now. Harish, to you first. This is significant. Now, in the upcoming session of Parliament, we are getting to know that the government is mulling an impeachment motion.
Yes, that's right, Hina. Big development as far as the cash recovered at home scandal involving Justice Yashwant Varma is concerned. And if all things go well as per the government plans, and as we have been reporting, government is also reached out to the opposition to ensure that the government gets the support of the opposition. And so, as if things move as per plan and he gets impeached, Justice Yashwant Varma will become the first judge in the history of Indian judiciary to suffer such an ignominy, such a dishonor, because earlier there were three failed attempts at impeachment. Because one, Justice V. Ramaswamy's impeachment, there were some abstentions in the Lok Sabha, so he had escaped. Justice Soumitra Sen had in fact resigned after the Rajya Sabha passed the motion, and there was another judge, Justice S.N. Shukla, who actually then Chief Justice Deepak Mishra had referred to the Modi government, but for 2 years no impeachment proceedings took place and he retired without doing any judicial work for 2 years. So this will be very significant, and what is required is as per the procedure, 100 members of the Lok Sabha has to submit a representation to the Speaker. If it is Lok Sabha, which is initiating. If it is the Rajya Sabha which is initiating, 50 members of the Rajya Sabha will have to submit a representation to the Rajya Sabha chairman. So this had to happen because then Chief Justice Sanjeev Khanna, who had forwarded the in-house probe panel's report which had indicted Justice Yashwant Varma, had written to the President and the Prime Minister, also annexed the copy of the in-house panel's report, and had recommended commencement of the removal, that is impeachment proceedings against Justice Yashwant Varma. And also recently the Supreme Court had refused to order FIR against him, very significantly, because the Supreme Court also had said that now the ball is in the court of the Parliament. So this development, the source-based information that there will be an impeachment proceedings being planned against Yashwant Varma in the coming session of Monsoon Session of the Parliament, is a very, very big development as far as the cash at home scandal involving Justice Yashwant Varma.
Well, indeed, it is a big, significant development as far as this case is concerned, because when this incident took place, it shocked the entire nation. And it raised questions on the judiciary as well. And very, very strong statements, in fact, at that time were made by the Vice President of India as well, Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar. Let me now go across to my colleague Priyank Tripathi as well. Harish, requesting you to stay on with us. Harish gave us some very important details. And Priyank, we are now getting to know that to move ahead in this particular case with the impeachment motion, the government is hopeful that it will get support from the opposition leaders as well to get consensus on this. I believe an outreach, so to speak, has already started.
See, certainly, government does have this kind of strength, because according to Section 124, subclause 4, it is quite clear that 100 MPs in the Lok Sabha and 50 MPs in the Rajya Sabha are only needed for this impeachment motion. What our colleagues have already been pointing out, that opposition has also been kept in the loop, because this is an issue which is related to misconduct by a sitting judge. This was alleged during the course of investigation. There was a 3-member inquiry committee which was headed by 2 of the High Court judges who were from the Haryana and Punjab High Court, and 1 from Punjab and Himachal High Court, and third one was from Karnataka High Court. So all the 3-member panel judges has recorded statement of the top officials of the first responders, which were from the Delhi police as well as from the Delhi fire department. Now the fact of the matter is that once this impeachment motion is moved before the monsoon session, certainly the government is very much hopeful that they will be able to secure the desired number of numbers so that this impeachment motion can be fruitful. But during the course of investigation, what our sources have been suggesting, that it was quite clear that the manner in which allegations were made by Justice Yashwant Varma, that there is a conspiracy against him, that has not been found, because it was a very secured complex where his residence was. Although the cash was recovered from the back house, the back area where the servants' quarter was situated, but when the inquiry committee had gone there along with the forensic team, they could not find that there was any kind of trespassing evidence which could have been emerging in this particular case. Neither the kind of evidence which we also found, which is also part of the inquiry, this is what we have been told. There were burned pieces of the burned note which was found outside the residence of Justice Yashwant Varma, which was certainly clearly suggesting that there were tampering of evidences which was found on the location. So all these things have been summarized. That's why the report has been concluded and it was given. He was told to resign on 9th of May, which did not happen. So certainly impeachment is the next move which can be seen in this case.
All right. Thank you very much, Priyank, as well as Harish. Appreciate both of you for joining us with your inputs on this story. Now, viewers, the Supreme Court had rejected an RTI application seeking details of the in-house inquiry committee report on this particular case. The Supreme Court had refused to make the findings public, though the report has been shared with the Prime Minister and the President, setting the stage for the impeachment proceedings. So how will impeachment proceedings really take place? What is the process? Well, the motion can be brought to the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. 100 Lok Sabha MPs or 50 members of the Rajya Sabha will need to give a signed notice to the Speaker or the Chairman on this particular issue, after which the impeachment motion can be tabled in the House. Now, the Chairman or the Speaker would then constitute a 3-member committee to investigate the complaint. The complaint will include a Supreme Court judge, the Chief Justice and a distinguished jurist in the panel. After the committee submits a report, the report will be tabled in the Parliament. Then that will be followed with a discussion. After the discussions happen, the motion needs to be adopted by 2/3 majority. First in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Parliament, and then the Rajya Sabha. Once that is adopted in both the houses, it is sent to the President, and then it is the last step for the President to issue orders. That is the last step. And once President issues orders for the removal of the judge, then he will have to step down. Since the motion will require 2/3 majority, the government has reached out to opposition leaders for the same. Sources say that most of the opposition leaders are on board. Listen in to these reactions.
से बातचीत की जाएगी ना, तो जब विपक्ष से बात की जाएगी, अभी तो जहां तक मुझे मालूम है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भेज दिया है। अब सरकार के पाले में बाल है। जब वो ले आएंगे, तथ्य रखेंगे, बातचीत करेंगे, तो हम निश्चित रूप से भ्रष्टाचार के विरोध में रहेंगे।
निश्चित रूप से अगर इम्पीचमेंट की बातें आ रही हैं, हालांकि ये बहुत ही प्रारंभिक स्तर पे है और हमारी पार्टी जरूर इसमें मैं समझता हूँ उनसे अगर अप्रोच किया जाएगा तो जो राज्य हित में है, राष्ट्र हित में है और सबसे बड़ी बात न्याय के प्रति लोगों की आस्था बनी रहे, सरकार के साथ पार्टी जरूर खड़ी रहेगी। एक बात मैं जरूर कहूँगा, जहाँ लोगों की न्याय की अगर आस्था है, जहाँ किसी के साथ अन्याय हुआ, अगर वही करप्ट हो जाए तो फिर लोग जाएंगे कहाँ। तो मैं समझता हूँ अगर इम्पीचमेंट की बातें आती है तो एक अच्छा कदम जरूर मैं कहना चाहूँ।
देखिए, महाभियोग जब आएगा तो समाजवादी पार्टी उस पर निर्णय लेगी, क्योंकि देश की अदालत ने एक कमेटी बना के उसकी जांच की थी। उस जांच रिपोर्ट में क्या है वो बंद लिफाफे में था, उसकी कोई जानकारी समाजवादी पार्टी को नहीं है। इसलिए जब मामला पूरा सामने आएगा, महाभियोग सामने आएगा तो समाजवादी पार्टी निर्णय लेगी।
जो सरकार है वो अब संसद सत्र, आने वाले संसद सत्र में इम्पीचमेंट मोशन लाने के लिए प्रयास करेगी। जस्टिस वर्मा जिनके घर में कैश बरामद हुआ था, उसको लेकर अब सरकार जो है विपक्ष से भी बातचीत कर रही है और ऐसा कहा जा रहा है कि कोशिश की जाएगी कि विपक्ष भी इसमें एकजुट होती हुई नजर आए कि इस तरीके की जो घटनाएं हैं वो आने वाले दिनों में ना होती हुई दिखाई दे।
देखिए, इसमें मैं अधिकृत नहीं हूँ, ना मैं इसमें समझ में जो पार्टी का निर्णय होगा, जो पार्टी की लाइन होगी, मैं उसके